Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking at the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Mafex figure. This is one I've had sitting around for quite some time that I just haven't unboxed yet, so let's make a video out of it. Starting off, we got the box, which is pretty simple, but very nostalgic. So it reminds me of my childhood when this film was actually coming out, right? Very much the promotional material they were using at the time, especially the lightning effects. I remember the toys at the fast food restaurants having all this like light blue because Electro was in the film. Oh man, it is very, very, very nostalgic. So very awesome to see. There's a top there, a shot from the movie. Still, the bottom is just a bunch of everything. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. As you see the accessories and things inside that are going to be coming out in just a moment. Yeah, so let me open this and let's do this thing. Okay, so here it is out of the box. We get our first tray here has web accessories, hands, I guess just the mask itself, something for him to hold on to. You got the Andrew Garfield face, feet here. I think those are magnetic, which is pretty cool. Okay, some more hands there too. It looks like down here we have a stand, which is nice. I've used similar with the CT Toys Daredevil, which is obviously a bootleg of the Mafex Daredevil, so it's just a better version of that. So that's pretty awesome to see. Put that to the side for now. Little card. Cool. But yeah, so here's the figure itself. So now that we have it out of the box, let's take a look at the accessories. Coke break. Have you tried this flavor? Cherry float Coke. Pretty good. All right, so here's our first set of hands here. I was going to kind of go rapid fire through these. There's quite a few pairs. Okay, so that's what the difference is with these. I was looking at these and I was like, what's the difference between these ones and these ones? So the difference is these have magnets, which is awesome, which will go with the feet that we'll later see. That is awesome. I'm not usually a gimmicky person, but that's pretty fun. So that's pretty cool. These seem to be some kind of web holding hands. Nice to have. Can't be a Spider-Man figure without some pointing hands. Very funny. Throw up the meme. Last but not least, whip. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Moving on to the feet here. So this is the accessories we get for the feet. That's pretty cool. So these are the magnetic ones. So this is pretty cool. So that goes with the hands. You can have them, I guess, hanging on your ceiling if you have a metal ceiling. That's pretty awesome. And they keep the same like posability in them too. That is awesome. And the detailing, holy wow, that is awesome. All right, here we have the loose mask, which is also what they added this. So we can have the Andrew Garfield face, which I'll show you in a second, on the Spider-Man, and one of the hands you can just be holding this. That is really, really cool that they added that. Like, was not needed, but very welcome. That is awesome. Last but not least, we have the Andrew Garfield head. So this is very nice to have. I think it looks pretty good. Looks like him. Very, much better quality than you'd see in a Hasbro release. So that is very nice. That is very nice to add. Love that. Cool. Tape. I love tape so much. This Spider-Man figure comes with 3 pairs of webs, and that is pretty awesome. So this is the first pair, some short webs. Pretty cool. The next pair is a lot longer. And finally, we have some web swinging ones. I believe this is web swinging. I don't know what else this would be. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. All right, let's move on to the thing you're waiting for, the figure. And here he is. I can't lie to you guys. I have already been messing around with him a little bit. Could not help myself. This is amazing. I have had SH Figure Arts in my collections. I have had Hasbro, McFarlane's. This is my first Mafex, and this is stunning. Just like looking in the blue specifically, all that detail work. Like this is plastic. This is not paint. And then you go to the red here, and you can even see detail in there, and even the painted lines. But I can't even see an issue with it. That is just stunning. You go down to the boots here. It's just screen accurate. I love that. That's just amazing. That is amazing. The back emblem here, that is, wow, one of my favorite Spider-Man suits. I know it's many people's favorites. It's unique, but also sticking with the comic book roots, of course, which can be very important. Love the big eyes. That's the big thing that draws me into this. All right, well, posability, what I noticed is very snug, and I like that. It's not as snug as a Marvel Legends where it's too snug and you're kind of forcing it and trying to fight with it. It's just nice. Like you feel like it's going to stay. It feels like quality. That is what you need. I think you call this double jointed. I'm not quite sure what you call it. I think it's double jointed. Like what you see on SH Figure Arts. Things like that. Down here, knees are same here. Very awesome, very snug. These come up pretty far, which surprised me. Like that's really good. The toe, like the ankle articulation too. That's pretty good. No, is there side to side? I can't tell. Okay, there might be. I'm not sure. You got toe articulation here. If I can, it's a little stiff. There it is. Awesome. Very, very nice. Very nice. Just get this guy unstiffened here. There he goes. Very nice. That is awesome. Yeah. And again, just like looking at this paint job, awesome. Butterfly joints, like nothing insane there, to be honest. Ooh. You know what? That's pretty good. Okay. Going back. Okay, that's surprising. That's surprising. I was not expecting that. That's pretty cool to see. Obviously, the neck moves. Pretty nice. Head moves separately. Awesome. We have this soft diaper piece that allows the legs to do a bit more crazy things. The legs do come down in a dropping position to get some more fun poses. A lot more posability there. How good is this? Okay, not crazy there, but I mean, I'm not gonna be doing any poses where he's like face in his knees backwards. Yeah, if you want your Spider-Man to look like this, you can do that. That is awesome. Wow, I love that. The eyes look great. The paint job looks great. Let's get the Andrew head on there real quick. Okay, this is cool. I didn't mention this with the accessory thing because I didn't know. This is a completely separate neck piece to this. So I was literally trying to do this and they're like, okay, he's not a giraffe. That doesn't make any sense. So this is actually an entirely different neck piece, which will go on to here. Oh, I'll do this off camera. Like so. Wow. That is very nice. That's Andrew Garfield for sure. I mean, I see it. I don't know if you'll see it, but I see Andrew here. That is very, very nice. Very nice paint job. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. All right, the next part, I am going to pose. So, I'm not great at that, but we're gonna try to pose him, make him look semi-cool. And yeah, so let's do it. All right, so this is a pose I was able to figure out. Does it look good? I don't think so, but we got him web. He's using the whip hand. That's pretty cool. Has a web going through his leg. Don't know, I would not display him like this. This was a quick one I made up. Pretty good, but showcases some of his articulation. Something I did notice is that the toe articulation does not go back, like, or under the foot, like up that way. It only goes this way, bending inward. I don't know what the exact word would be, but yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah, let's try a different pose. This is not quite it. All right, here's another pose I put him in. Again, kind of sketchy, but I think it's all right. I could pose him like this. Got the mask piece up here, which is very nice. A mask there where I could probably add like a web coming out, like one of the web pieces that I add onto it for sure. Yeah, very nice, very nice, very nice. Last up here, I was kind of able to get some wall crawling kind of position. Now this makes sense. This hand is touching a wall that's supposed to be here, whatever. Better. That's pretty cool though. You can do a lot with this guy. Very poseable. The neck is a little bit tough to work around because like that's as high as he can look up, right? So you can still do stuff with it. Very awesome figure. Very happy with the purchase. And very happy I finally get it out of the box. I've had this for months staring at me. And my girlfriend is telling me you can't open it until like you can't open it unless it's a video. So here's the video. Here you guys go. There's gonna be more coming your way. I hope you enjoy this. If you did, leaving a like would help a lot. Subscribing if you care to. And yeah, I'll have a link in the description to places that you can buy this in Canada and America. Yeah, so go have some fun collecting. Peace.